Everyone, Dawn of Sunshine Stitches. Today we're making handy mitts. My hands are small, so I have a hard time with the big old oven mitts and wanted something easy to grab. And it's multifunctional. I can use it for a hot mat as well. So let's get started. If you like this design, I'll make more. It's really simple, cute and fun. So you will need 2 pieces for your back, 2 pieces for the fingers, and 3 pieces for your front because there are 3 panels, panel 1, panel 2, and panel 3. I put a lightweight fusible stabilizer on all my cotton pieces, and I use cotton fabric. I'm using Insulite, which is a heat-resistant batting, but it's INSUL Bright, BRIGHT. I can find it at Joann's, and it pushes the heat back towards the source, so it should protect you. You can always add a second layer. I use all-natural cotton, low-loft batting if I want to add a second layer. The first portion is the outline of the design. All your measurements are in the written directions. So let's get started. The first step is adding panel 1. So I'm going to put that in place and tack it down. I'll be right back. Okay, that's all tacked in place. I'm going to go ahead and trim this one side down. Also, as a side note, I'm left-handed, and all the oven mitts out there are made for right-handed people. Another reason I needed to make this. Once you have that trimmed, we're going to start on the second panel. Place right sides together with the excess going to the bottom of your hoop and tack that in place. I'll be right back. Okay, that's all tacked in place. Push it towards the top of your hoop, finger press it, and we're going to add a tack down stitch right across there. Be right back. Okay, we just tack that down. Grab a little piece of tape. Tape that in place. We'll need that for when we do the quilting later. For panel 3, you're going to repeat what you just did on panel 2. So I'm going to stitch it in, tack it down, and I'll be right back. Okay, panel 1 is in, panel 2, and panel 3. And as I said before, panel 1 and 2 stitch in the same. Turn your hoop over. Grab your Insulbright. Make sure that it covers all of your outside edges. Tape that in place because we're going to do the quilting portion at the tips. Okay, I have that all taped in place. I'll be back in a minute after I do the quilting. I so lied to you. I jumped ahead a step. We're not doing the quilting right now, so if you added your Insulbright, remove that. Because first we have to do the trees. Be right back. Okay, our trees are done. We're back in step. So I hope you watch this video twice before you stitch. Now we're going to add our Isobright, on the back of our hoop. You want to tape that in place so it doesn't move. And now we're going to do the quilting on the tips. Be right back. Okay, the quilting portion is complete. Now you need the parts for your fingers and your back pieces. When you're placing your finger pieces, you want to make sure you cover the outline of your design. Make sure you get them even. You want to place one on either end. And then you're going to add the first piece of your back. You want the wrong side up. You want to see the stabilizer. Place a smaller piece of your back over that seam. And I pressed in about 1/3 of an inch. And why I didn't think of this next step sooner on the other things, I don't know. We're going to take a small piece of wash away and tape that over the seam area so your needle bar doesn't get hung up. You always want to be careful when you have open seams. Do not walk away from your machine on this last step. You want to put one of those on either side. I'm going to tape that in place. Be right back. Okay, my wash away is over those seams. Again, do not walk away from your machine during this step, and everything is taped in place. And we're going to run the final step of this design. Okay, all of our stitching is complete. Again, when you're going across these seams, be very careful. You can add wash away if you like, but protect your needle bar. Stop and start your machine and make adjustments as you need to going over these seams. And do not walk away from your machine during this step. So once all the stitching is complete, you're going to remove your tape and turn your hoop over. I like to trim the Insul Bright while it's in the hoop. You want to trim closely, but not so closely that you cut your seams. So I'm going to finish trimming that, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's all trimmed. Now I'm going to take it out of the hoop, and I'm going to remove my tearaway. Tearaway is removed. I'm going to trim, leave about 1/3 of an inch all the way around. Be right back. Okay, it's all trimmed up. You're going to turn it through this opening. So let me turn it and I'll be right back. Okay, I turned it right side out. I pressed it and added my hand stitch, and you can see that the seam is off center. That's because when you flip the finger portion, your seam will be hidden. So go ahead and push that out, and you have no seam. I'll press that again. But now you have a cute little set of handy mitts. Thanks so much. Have a sunshine day.